everyone! So today I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial for you, and this one is going to be like a cat or a bat. It's up to you what you want to make it. But first off, I'm going to use my foundation. I use the new CID foundation, as you know if you've watched all my makeup tutorials. However, you can use whatever foundation you like. So the next step is concealer, and I'm taking the Collection concealer, and this is in the lightest shade. But again, just go with whatever your skin tone is, for your preference. And I'm just taking this underneath the eyes in a sweeping motion. For my spot areas, I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, because you don't want to use your brush that's in here for spots, because you don't want to contaminate the brush. That will just spread all the germs all over your face, and that is not ideal. So now that I've washed my hands, I'm just going to take my same foundation brush to blend underneath the eyes. You can smudge it if you would like, but I like to dab it because if you smudge it, I find that it all just comes off again. So that's that step done. Next, I'm going to take my e.l.f. powder brush, and the rim will stay matte and transparent. And this is just to set your foundation and your concealer so it does not budge. So for eyes, I'm taking the Starry Night palette. Oh no, it's the Galaxy palette. Yeah, the Galaxy palette. Where am I getting Starry Night from? That's the black shade up there. But yeah, this is the Starry Night. Oh my gosh, it's the Galaxy palette from the Tanya Burr collection. And I'm just going to go ahead and put Stormy Sky, which is a more purple shade, using an e.l.f. smudge brush into the crease of my eye. And next I'm going to take Moonlight, which is this brown shimmery shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that over the rest of the lid. I love this shade so much. And next I'm going to take the Starry Night colour, which I kept replacing the name of the palette, but yes, Starry Night, and I'm just going to pack some onto the brush and start packing it onto the outer edge of the eye. There we go. So now I'm going to take a clean brush. I have the same one but clean. So you're just going to take this and you're just going to blend where you just did. So now that I've got it blended to how I want it, I'm going to take some of the Starry Night, which is a black shade, underneath my bottom lash line. So I've already done the eyeliner on this eye here, and now I'm going to show you this eyeliner here. So you start from wherever you wish. I like to start in the middle, and you want to take it as high as you want the eyeliner and start to draw a line of where you want the flick. So this is where I'm wanting my flick basically. And then you want to bring it down at an angle like so. So you create a kind of triangle, and then you want to fill in your triangle that you've just made. And then you want to just fill in the rest of that line that you've just did with the eyeliner on the rest of your eye, and follow it all the way around back under your eye. Like so. And because I've made this slide quite dramatic, I'm going to go ahead and use my flick that I've already created and just bring it out a bit. And that is that done. Now because I put eyeshadow underneath, I have some fallback, and it's managed to get away down there also. So if that happens, you just want to go back over it with concealer. Apply underneath your eyes where your fallback came, and I'm applying a little bit where my eyeliner went out of line. And then you just want to use your finger for this basically. So now I'm going to go back with the Tanya Burr Galaxy palette, and I'm going to take the lightest shade, which is Snowflake, which is just this white shade. I'm going to highlight in the corners of my eye and under my brow bone, just so I know what's going on. And I'm using the new CID, and that's the brand of this. I'm not good at describing, but yeah, this is my eyebrow. It's like a wax crayon type, and it's at an angle. I don't know if you can see that. And it only comes in one shade, and you apply it via pressure. So because my eyebrows are quite light and my hair is quite dark, I do apply a fair amount of pressure to get them quite dark, but not crazy because I like them quite natural. And yeah, So once you've done that, there's another side and it's like a little spoolie brush and you just want to brush it through. Now the next step is mascara, which is another step that definitely helps bring it all together. But before I apply the mascara, I'm going to use my eyelash curlers. I'm just going to curl my lashes. And you just want to hold this for as long as you like. I'm so weird. So once you've curled your eyelashes, you can go ahead and use mascara. And I'm using the Maybelline Falsies. It's up to you what you want to use. So the next step is false lashes. Now if you don't like false lashes, you can skip this step. So I'm using the Tanya Burr eyelashes and it's the Bambi Eyes one. And you're supposed to use tweezers to apply them, but I don't really like to use tweezers. I just like to be a bit of a rebel and do it with my fingers. Okay, so now I've got the right lash and I'm using the little wand for the glue that comes with it. And I'm just applying a thin layer across the vein of the lash. So once you've got it on how you'd like it, hold it in the middle, shake it for a little bit to let it go tacky, because if it's still like soaking wet when you put it on, it'll just slide around. And you just want to apply in the middle first, and hold it. And then it's up to you if you want to bring in your inner corner or your outer corner first. I like to bring in my inner corner. I just find it a lot easier. Then you just hold for a few seconds and when you lift, your eyelashes will be on. And I'll get back to you when I've done my other eye. So yeah, these are just the Bambi Eye ones. And I absolutely love them. I'll come close for you to see. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the Barry M Contour Chisel Cheeks kit and I'm going to take the Real Techniques contour brush and I'm just going to go ahead and take the darkest shade and I'm going to contour my cheeks by sucking in them. Sucking in them? I can't even talk. Sucking in my cheeks like a fish. Now, after you've finished doing your cheeks, you want to smudge up the rest into your temples, which is this little part in here. Then you want to do your chin. You don't have to if you don't want to, but basically for contour you do all the places that shadows hit. So my next place is down my nose, like so, but just down the sides of my nose. And then along the top where I want some shade. And then you're going to go ahead with the middle shade, which is this one here, and this is a bronzer. And you just want to go around the forehead of your head and down the bridge of your nose and on this part of your chin and here. I'm using the Sleek blusher and it's Life's a Peach. It's very bold looking, but if you've already watched some of my other videos you'll know that it doesn't go on that colour. And I'm using the e.l.f. blush brush to apply this. And just smile like a crazy demented person to put on blusher. Next I'm going to take the highlighter that I've got and it's the e.l.f. Baked Blush. So it is supposed to be used as blusher, but if you use this lovely shiny part here, it creates such a gorgeous shimmer and this always gets in the tear ducts in my eyes. I love it so much. So my next step is to use a Lily Lolo lipstick and this is in the shade Berry Crush. Now is the fun part, so I'm going to take my eyeliner again and I'm going to create a little nose shape. Basically you just want to colour it in now once you've got your nice shape. Once you're happy with your nose, you want to go ahead and draw a nice line, like so. And then I'm just lining my top lip and also my bottom. And once you're happy with that, you go ahead and do whiskers for a cat, dots for a bat, or dots for also Minnie Mouse. This look would work for all of the above. So for whiskers, you just want to create a little dot and flick up. And you can make your whiskers as big or as small as you want. So now I'm happy with my whiskers and I have some cat ears here. These are from New Look and now I have on my cat ears. Meow! An embarrassing story, I don't know if you want to hear it or not, but basically I just had to answer the door like this. My neighbour tapped the door and I had to answer the door as a cat. But I'm good to go now. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. So I hope you've enjoyed this little Halloween series, and yeah, bye! See you next week for another video. Bye!